Hi, second grade. We're going to take a look today at finding a missing addend that equals 100. So I'm going to give you an example of what we're going to be working with today. 62 plus something equals 100. So just to review, an addend is a number that when added to another number can equal a sum or the answer to an addition problem. Today, as we work through different strategies, I'm going to give you a challenge. I want you to think about what is the just right strategy for you so that when you're asked to show your work on finding a missing addend, which one is just right for you? It's kind of like when you go to a shoe store and you ask yourself, which shoe should I get? And you try them on. Some might be too tight, some might be too loose, and then you find the pair that's just right. You buy them and you take them home. Today, you're going to be taking home a strategy that works just right for you. So let's get started. So our problem today is 62 plus what equals 100. I'm going to start with using tens and ones. I'm going to start by representing tens and ones with 62. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 61, 62. Now, I have to figure out how can I get this representation and add some more tens and ones to get to 100. So I'm going to choose a different color. I'm doing this so that I know that there's going to be two groups that add up to equal 100. So I'm going to be counting on. I have 62 already. So I'm going to start by counting on from 62 by tens. 72, 82, 92. If I add another set of 10, I'm going to get to 102, which is more than my answer. So I'm not going to add another set of 10. That would be too many. So I'm at 92. I'm going to count on with ones. 93. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. I want to make sure that I actually have 100 altogether. Will you help count along with me? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 70, 80, 90. Now let's count our ones. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. We did it. To fill in the missing addend, I need to take a look at just this group because this group right here goes with this number. So I'm going to count just the number in my yellow circle. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, and 38. That means my missing addend is 38. This might be a just right strategy for you. If not, stay tuned. We're going to try another one. I'm going to draw a small line. Next, what I'm going to use is a number line. Sometimes a number line can help me figure out a missing addend. Watch and see. So I'm going to start by just drawing a number line. And what's really neat about using number lines to solve your problems is that you can start it and end it at any place. I'm going to start with 62. And I'm going to end it at 100 because that's where I want to go. I'm going to use benchmark numbers. Benchmark numbers are any numbers that can be counted on by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. I use these because they're so much easier to add and subtract. So I start with 62. 62 is not a benchmark number. So I'm trying to think, what is the next benchmark number? Let me count on. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And if I go to the next benchmark after 60, it's 70. So I'm going to draw on my number line the number 70. And I have to figure out from 62 to 70, how many is that? I can count on in my head. I can put 62 in my brain and count on to 70. That gets me to 8. Then I can make another jump from 70 to 100. I'm choosing to use 70 to 100 because they're two benchmark numbers. I can do it a few different ways. If I don't feel comfortable making this very large jump, I can do it by tens by doing 80, 90, and then 100. But for today, I'm going to make that big jump. I'm going to put 70 in my brain. I'm going to count on to 100. So 70, 80, 90, 100. That gives me 3 sets of 10. 3 sets of 10 is 30. Now I can write my equation. 62 plus something equals 100. So now what I can do is I can take my numbers that are on top of my number line. I have a plus 30 and a plus 8. If I add 30 and I add 8, that gets me 38. Using two strategies also helps me to make sure that my answer is correct. I got 38 using my number line strategy, and I also got 38 using my tens and ones strategy. All right, I'm going to show you one other way today. I'm going to draw a nice line under that. We're actually going to move our screen up so we have a little more space. In this strategy, this is just going to be a strategy where we're only going to use equations. So I'm going to start with the original equation. 62 plus something equals 100. I'm going to use my benchmark numbers once again. So 62 plus something equals, I want to get to my benchmark. If I think again, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. My next benchmark number after 60 is 70. I like my benchmark numbers. They're so much easier to work with. I put 62 in my brain and I count up to 70, and that gets me 8. Now I can go 70 plus what? Addend equals 100. All right. I can think of this as a smaller equation. I didn't mention this in my last example, but I thought this would be a nice spot to mention it. Last week when we watched our video about adding tens and subtracting tens and 100s, we took a look at 7, and it says plus something equals 10. So I can think of 7 plus what equals 10? 3. But if I just write 3, that's not the right equation, because the original problem is really 7 tens plus how many tens equals 10 tens or 100. That's 3 tens, 30. All right, now I'm going to take the two numbers that I figured out, which was 30 and 38, or 30 and 8, and I'm going to add them up. So 62 plus 38 equals 100. And I'm going to remember to take that missing addend and put it right back up into my original problem so that I show my answer. I want you to think back now. Which strategy is just right for you? Is it using your tens and ones? Now write that out for us. Is it the number line? Or is it using your equations? Hopefully one of these makes sense for you, and know that you can always use this for any problem, not just problems that are equaling 100. Anytime you have a missing addend and you don't know what to do to find out, these are 3 really great strategies. I hope that you have a lot of success today working on your missing addends to 100. Good luck, second grade.